Hey guys, I was talking about the guy that I had this guy that we went out and um, you know, uh, this is part 2 of the episode I was talking about earlier about the guy that we had our little animalistic type sex. Anyway, like I said, I'm trying to abstain from having sex with him again because I don't want the possibility of pregnancy to come up, and I don't want to even think about having this guy's child. He's just such an asshole. Like I said, he said that I didn't need to even be on a dating service because I had too many problems. That I'm still not working right now. I'm on disability right now because of my depression. And he said that people don't want to go out with someone that's not working. Well, I can understand that, but people also don't understand my situation, and nobody has to support me, but my family's helping me, and I think that's okay. And I think it's okay for me to be able to date someone right now. I'm not shoving off my problems onto them. I'm just getting out there and trying to be with somebody and be happy and, whatever. And he's on the dating service, and he's definitely got problems. He makes himself out to be like he is everything and all great and everything. And he's really not that great. He put me down several times for, basically he said to me that I enticed him to come over to my apartment, and I set him up for me to get pregnant, and it was my fault that we didn't use birth control, and that he was tired of everyone placing the blame on men for getting a woman pregnant, and it was a woman's responsibility to have the condom instead of the man. Anyway, we went through this horrible saga of 2.5 hours of fighting about this. And I fought with this man and fought with him, and I cussed and cussed and cussed, and he's like, "You really shouldn't cuss me. It shows how much of a child you are." Well, I don't really cuss anybody until I get really pissed off, and then I start cussing them. And then, I have to stop and, look back. Finally, I just stopped, and I started looking at the whole picture. And I realized that, it's not about me. It's about him. I started thinking, he's not all that. He's got problems. It's him instead of me. He doesn't have these things. He is driving, I drive my own truck. And I bought my truck, and my truck is paid for. And, granted, my dad did help me out with the rest of it. But my truck is paid for. And he is driving someone's van. I just found out that he is driving someone else's van. It is not his van. Where he works, he's only been there probably 6 months. He hasn't been there for very long at all. And I just left a job that I had been there 8.5 years. So, what's up with this? And he's telling me I have problems, and he is not on any type of medicine for his depression. And I'm on medicine for my depression. I'm trying to get help. I'm going to my doctor's appointments. And I tell him, I said, "Why don't you see someone for your depression?" "Oh, well, alcohol is the best thing for my depression." And I'm like, whatever. And the first thing I asked him was, I said, "What are you going to do for July 4th? Because he's off all this week. His plant is closed down. And he said, probably get drunk. And he's 41 years old. And he just goes on and on about how he is so tired, and how he is just, he went on and on about how he misses his ex-girlfriend, and he doesn't think he's getting over her, and how he didn't have a car when they were dating, and she got sick of that, and blah blah blah, and how she didn't come over, how she would come over to his house all the time, and she got tired of driving around, and just on and on and on. And I'm like, I'm not really over my ex-boyfriend either, which I'm not. I miss Steve very much, and I wish we were still together, and I miss his kids, and that's not going to change. It's been since January, and I'm still not over Steve, and I still, I don't know if I love him or not anymore. I know that I care very deeply about him, and I guess a part of me still loves him, but he hurt me very bad, so I don't know how I really truly feel about him. I know every time I see a little yellow truck, because that's what he drove, it was a little yellow GMC truck, I just want to, I just cringe. I'm like, I will never have a yellow vehicle ever in my entire life because of that. But anyway, this guy just goes on and on about all his depressed thoughts and stuff, and I'm thinking, I'm fucking depressed enough, I'm like, get a grip, dude. Maybe you should go and get drunk. I mean, damn, go get some meds or something. I asked him if he had met anybody or talked to anybody off the dating service. And it's a telephone dating service. And he said, yeah, he had met one other person, but he really didn't know if he was into her or not, and she wanted kids. And he's this anti-kid person, and I can understand you're 41, you're over wanting kids and all that. But, if you meet somebody who's 29, like he said she was 29, and I'm 35, I don't have any kids, and I do want a child. And this girl was 29, and she wanted kids, what do you expect from someone in their 20s or somebody in their 30s that hasn't had children? They're going to want to have kids. Well, he is a 41-year-old, and he doesn't want kids. So, he needs to put that on his ad that he does not want children. So people will know that up front. But I guess my whole point is, I don't understand why these men have to be so antagonizing and such, we're out there trying to find people to date, and good people to date and stuff, and, he basically said I was a slut for sleeping with him. Well, we slept together the first day we met. And, he basically said I was a slut. And he was Mr., whatever. He was a stud for sleeping with me. But I was a slut. So, anyway, that pissed me off even more, and I cussed him for that, too. But, what do we do about this shit? What do we do? I really want to get off the topic, so I will. But, I could go on and on because this guy has pissed me off so much, and I might go ahead and make another tape sometime about this. But he just pisses me off. So, I love to have sex with this guy because it's, awesome sex. But to have a conversation or try to, I don't even try to have a conversation with the dude anymore. I just let him talk because I know if I start to put my 2 cents in, he breaks what I'm trying to say down, and he turns it around on me, and before you know it, I end up wanting to kill him. So anyway, I hope everybody else is having good luck with men. I would like to have some sex, and I'd like to have sex with him again, but maybe put some tape around his mouth and have sex with him that way. If I never had to have a discussion with him again, maybe that would be it. Bye, guys.